Abusiafo yema wunyina chen akwaba edeba Adom TV Asempa 94.7 FM eso eye Nnawotwe dwumadie memeda bia ye de dwumadie ebreo ye hye ensem a atwagu Nnawotwe mu nyina de gane naso e ka ho asem cheye ene ye di emu nkomodie ebreo ewo Nnawotwe dwumadie eso edian meje so ene abena pokoa ahwennie anopai ene memnedai metinam ediama menua bema chief Jerry Forsen eye CJ na ene ensempo akese mienu na ye behwemu enkomodie de di kan no eye fa wontumu a ebaye wo sha efree bosumi January edibesi June ye womu no de akosro pa eye de esiye na no ya woda no ye bedimu nkomo ediama wo na ya hye ensunsanso enya awo ye so ene de oman no ebetumi aye aso ano eno da nchenso a National Cathedral ya aba yaso hye oman Ghana mu a eba no a Christopher na chese man no dodo no emu chichemu be se aduoso na ye Christopher International Cathedral ya empenyifo edi hudwuma ya eno edi enchinyu ahye hodo aba Ghana no asembisa no payi na watwedwumadie so ye bisa ene se anye bia no ebema enkabom aboman mu anase etesen ensemwe mu na ye bedimu nkomo ede amawo ene eya ayehomu abosome no ne de toso edunwotwe ewo mfimpi mienu ene aduonu mienu mu midin ede abena pokoa ahwene mamenka to emra na mabedwafo ene menyomu edi dwuma no mena wo madi emawo mamemu akwaba biem emra Adom TV eso ena Asempa 94.7 kasafidie eso ene mabedwafo amenyomu edi dwuma ewo ensempo amede eto wanim no eye Dr. Adu Owusu Sakode woye economist ebanu sikasem ene ehontoto ya de timo abobi ne no ebedi enkomo edanche so rekofi ameyawo eye MPP communications team member wakame ho ewo studio ha yewra Eric Ajay ono eye bunu communications director abedi akire ono so ebeka me ho ewo fi ha na ye disan kobo no amawo na wotwi mu na no ya woda na fanwo entumu ehwiri ekosoro na ekobasa no timamufo pinu ano ekasa bebe na chase we no eya broso na wohwemu a efiti January bosome ede ba bedru ena June bosome ane de to so edunwotwe no ekame ayese we no entumu aye hu ye no eye de ekosoro obroni bekase the highest aya witness amana kogina bese 11.17 and 13%. Adom TV ebu etusi emonten so ene timamufo bi kodi nkomo efantumu na ebaye no yentie de omo kan ye na ene Dr. Adu Sakode economist no emedi nkomo emawo
sisi angasa omane mu ayete oton ayento enye timamufo nkwa na esu
because near wo na aban bi eton petrol no 15 cedis 50 cedis na aban ton no we ye campaign say ye bre and pass ye tie no tufre koto aba no e ma no ye to aba no ma no afebedu onu ma onu re de na du aka cedi nsia na du cedi aduosia aka cedi ni nsia na petrol ene diesel adu cedi aduosia me nka brofo me tatwi got me ye twini e de twi asam so na wo ye dey ubusa me na o man peni be ka che se ye ti sika so ekomode ye Ghana ya mobo no na sa no be me be mobo se ya sene sa na o be me be mobo se ya sene sa ade no ye sa driver ni kwakwa so ba ekomode no onya hwe ne mother fie school fees kwa ye twintua what me atu pay mu kakraka abaya adwumani no what say work de peswa duonu mo to say na dia aka ne de o
fu ene de no krenie emu odin kakra yesra ban say o manamrafo say fu no they have any say say this for complain before complain Ghana for nyina complain no cry because fu no politicians omunya ho asem ka because from Kufuor time Kufuor ba bem that na old currency no na 6,400 oba ya be 2 months to 3 months no tum ko 10,400 Kufuor be hu say the all kan nyina anya ono a ana NDC so start also kan ya also buy kofoko otumuko 5 cedis 10 pesos or so and I chiro better so buy 3 cedis 60 pesos and this buy from 3 cedis 60 pesos and normal as well to bear 17 or say 10 cedis 70 pesos or so almost akufa don so kan ho asem obey do say Ghana for hu say fuel there obi ba won chen be ka che say to obama meti fuel so oboa
hanu mi say no Koforidua Accra to Koforidua near running back to Accra first time me to 1.5 and then me cover they say me to 3 million and that traffic all hop no me to 3.5 answer my questions it is me ma why say me show ma yes you pese say na ye bre ye pese man be sa ba bi antimi andu no ye pese man eko harder that omo cost so say oh it is a fact ye jibara ye no ye diska nya tofu e ti e besre se fair no beto so kakra ma ye if say e better e be boy
see afu ne de see ade enko ye menim e wo problem pa see a me ko e free atu oboase no man to me to be 1001 from how to oboase o to design be 1001 cities asina atimi do ayre akwaba entifu ne de enko ye menim ni na no esanso ye hawo ansa na ni na chigwa na police force anso ye de
Ghana adehye bi na wote wo mo enka no na ache se fa wontumu na eba ye no e de ohawa ba asenkafo titiwu se onipa no otwi nipa dodo ye commercial de ye wawayi bi anase wankasa ye wo private a wode na no wonim se fu de ye ananka woto no dada no ebo no ekonanim na nke bi atumi fellow car na be se 1000 Ghana 200 500 a ene wonka asem kro no a ma me kwa woma so na me Dr. Adu Sakwade eni komo oye economist doc anopai Adom TV Asempa FM yamwachi o
This be yomba o mani account
so meto kapa
metimika ye da say ene wo bra wanya e dia mayen doc ye hwefa ntumu a abai obi beka say the highest obi beka say the highest e free January ebesu Juna ebusumi aye wo mu yi timamufo bebre no ano na e ka ho asem ese edi aho kire aba mayemisa fanwo entumu no ne kwanso ban na esi etete Ghanafo anase timamuni no ebe me yakọ bebeka se financial crisis a ebi complaining nim
wa medase nti de kan ye hwe de nti a bono cost kan se ne bono cost ro sana brofoka se free bi demand and supply post covid no se de covid ba ya na enwuma bebre na atutum na manfo na tifie lockdown ni ade no nti after some presidency wa amemo elected lockdown no and ma demand for crude oil cost ro omo pe bi atono eni padodo na cost ro and at the same time I was in Kaima production so cost ro no amanisa ama Russia Ukraine war no so at production so and nti ka ho bi na ma fango bo no America cost ro sa no etoso miensa yankasa yesterday no exchange rate no and so depreciate nti ka ho bi na fango no bo na cost ro nti Ghana ha aban no ontimi nya bebi kese bia amfa ho because there was deregulation regime and deregulation nature say ma ne bo no ankasa no omomuto ene omomuto no ankasa and determine the price aban de omo betimi ahwe ho ayemienu pe direct one which is the tax and levies so amount for says around between 25 and 30% of the price build up and the obetimi indirectly obetimi aye ho bibi nso ye exchange rate no so ma sidi ni gina nsane bo no cost run 10 times na how better the beba the effect or the impact of crude oil price na yo mu mienu you the direct one and you the indirect one. Direct one is say fango bo no cost run say them only amount for interview mo kai na say ukodwuma koto fu agu kemu a si first sika na auditor say sika na so odi bi ka ho na ultimate to nchama sika na yede to no dodo na free bottom ama eno so no amount for sika so ache and what the indirect impact and also here say bia on top fango kra nu ka ba woni ka kra say woni ka kra say we fa trotro na be fa taxi enti say bia tomato seller no or kofa tomatoes na free akomadan aba akra say bi o ka no be fa omefa car so na car run so actually lorry firm nti no so ba obeka say oh me fa car first na me chia 5 cedis say me chia 8 cedis nti me so me dey bia to tomatoes no so nti na ma to indirect impact on goods and services no and so akosro nti overall effect no inflation inflation no the rise of so the enema bosi cost run tentel and I can say both direct impact on export price and the indirect impact on goods and services. Internet inflation and inflation no and so bad there. Now sika na wo to mudro and swate. Inti first say inflation am 27.6%. First no last year so koto ade bi 100 cedis year. This year any 100 cedis bi 127.6 cedis. Into the 27.6 cedis ana aka ho. And I say bia 100 cedis no man na was last year. This year no entimi ntosa etimi ato na bia 70 or 60 cedis no man betimi ato. Enti how no there and one say ye bottom aye dry so the best aka no amasika na da ye bottom no do different the real income and the purchasing power no akofom ama ana ade ba kon so say wonu say aban bi my phone so akatua ye ntom bebre sa enti I was saying about this time there aban adwumayefo anase adwumayeni bia mse Adom TV e sha aban ase but se bi omo so etua moka enti nka adwumayeni bia this time I was saying kana katua ekosoro but enya nu ho sa enti ama sika no na ekura no dodo na ho de no so eso tia na eti.
Okay, now doc my share outlook of the economy no and said ye mo so mototo mo nioma na munimo no say ye ka abanya otisu no ye beka say are they in charge of your economy na ye beka say bia atete pansampo ni da so ho are they in charge?
This is a very big question. Okay, let me put it this way. Until your question wants to find out say atoyiran chamcho ye free COVID ebesi Ukraine ne Russia for ntokano ebesi yankasa our internal problems no there ana aban no eya fa ho say aban di kind de enema bi agu akwam eya wo hwe post COVID no wo 1 billion 100 billion series of Batampa care program no hwe se nkanua ne eya no mem no ebekosoro aban no ye na famu de but me gili say obetimi aye dodo na aka ho like Bonibe can say there's more room for improvement because this year can say na ama enema bo kwa na ekosoro remember one typical example so ko akomadan this year me use akomadan as example because madam for bit krom no yete dim komo pa na also go this year tomatoes adaka ye be say 200 cedis egu ho kra April and so ba kra adaka ye be 800 so 600 enti edie na ACNT enti min ko fasa tomatoes na makra enti policy be na over for storage and a policy be na over for kind of say transportation enti aban no ye na famu dia but mpanyefo say yankoti adromra eno ane ahan aban si kasem ofom so the aban enti min to akatuam onti min ye storage facility onti min ka say bia o ma adraga for fuel kupompo no de ate o mu breso no aban enti min ye sa because na si kasem ofom I friend of domestic revenue no from this am no ka say aban budget no very tight and the sika yenya o man wi nyina etua enema mienu pe na asan enema mienu pe o hwe budget ma nyoma e wo mu no ye be ensia but aban tua first two compensation of employees adwumayefo akatua ne bosia na ya bono so otua ho nsi ho sika na san enti aban no no matter the program or no matter the policies that what try go be paso sika na ede ye and sika asa and ntina match say so or mo ko bo bosia be 1 billion and 2 billion credit free international banks ho and I say no anye dey so mo ko IMF ho ama IMF ebe so yasene nti say sia no and no na that table so say ye be ko IMF and I say ye ko because abana dey say woni sika honestly woni sika nti so be ko IMF oba ko bosia and so be ko IMF ho dey all hwe ani mu an say ebi a bosia na oso be free international commercial banks ho ebi eba dia ene obenya sika e dia so bia driver for asne or bitimi dia so nti e kwa obefa so be so yin na asne say bia amount for so on take tax so na make us aban no woni sika and you or take taxes from a risk. And so then I know the men supported that argument say buying tax and what food and so on.
Okay.
Because what tax no crana. Say you escafolo muchi VAT, no one ever benefited. And you are buying lose revenue. Now, and one else or the more said you more foreign so cry and go more. The benefit will not go to the poor, it will rather go to the rich. And see, idea of me I have one say or proper registration system. And can be a taxi driver or Ghana card back, truck driver or Ghana card back, VIP bus or whatever, or Ghana card back. Or Ghana, you register and to go for you can say pump on. What's your ID card? Your mouth coupon, the first now also 100 this year, I buy say 2080 or 20. No. If that registration is there, and can buy it to me, yes, sir. And number 2, and can buy Lancashire on a bus. I'm off when you money metro mass in Ayalono. Then can endorse one. And yes, and can call via Medina Market station. Now Ayalo see 3 cities. As a church was 5 cities here. We should say any particular number 3 cities. Now I'm not go from one to home. And these are the possible ways I ban a bit media, but many of America said the Sika pa there, a bit no bottom. Obeka said no passing 11 years there.
Dr. Sakwade, I want to Mediba Bejinano. A brand coba sabino a pe levy aje e Ghana ha. Omuma yet say Ghana problems in na levy bedre beswano. E muho crampono, e muho crano, and Kitahudi buy na IMF dear. Omokache say, Mukache Ghana for me cancer. I say, levy no mono ebebo minor ache IMF. Enti doc, from where you are and where you sit no, Ghana for aji levy no atum. Enti edin biom na IMF ehun kita wodie esenba mu biom. What's your say? We okay with it?
E-levy dear mayor, one of the few people I know more, and I said not a few. One of the people I know more supporting E-levy. I wrote a whole article about it in support of it. But I was so much concerned about the design. Senka, you design in such a way, say, Nippon always see woman or no woman in China, I was sending this kind of. That was my own the only reservation I have with the policy. And now I'm buying here. We share this year budget na budget deficit the expenditure of our revenue now. So I buy the passing 11 nka e be 35 billion cedis. So I buy it me and pass and be over 44 billion cedis. And the 11 passage you know. Sika na dey ba no and ko ni mu bia sa betimi asolve ye hawo nyina. But at that point na I was so more passing there was a need for it because na abani here sa 11 no. Because when you say your bond, you can say make kind of simple. So a bank cash work about say amanania. Amanani for no say a bank to mean pass 11 and 50% benchmark values in Chino. Omunyi abani ni sell which means sika e dey tua na bosia na obaje no hunsi ho. Enti abani no was say or pass no to mean access to the international capital market. Enti why be but 11 no enya dia and at that time so na see no see the number then so the Abani needed to pass the e-levy to have access to the capital market to bring in dollars. I be say we see no. Until why not from there? But e-levy scano and in the passage in the and Jimmy and Costas say Abani communicators eka say e-levy ni yajin kwa beji be say near and the only one will be so because from where I sit e-levy passage cannot solve all our problems now, and that is why there is still the need for support from anywhere, whether it's from IMF, whether it's from international commercial banks, or it doesn't have to be IMF. We sure say IMF from common, I political. The Abano can still get funds every IMF. What you say, sir? And she says, here inflow of funds. One, a best be a not two, ama inflation na aqua form. Not 3, ma abandon so sika na or the year project bia what media here. And the passage of 11, the simple answer to your question is that yes, now you here, abandon here, so we pass 11 at the end of maybe. But 11 class I did 2 months back. Every 2 months in Pentia, abandon crack says that when you are 12 months here, sika when you free 6.9 billion. 12 months no. And the first 3 months no, it's me and pass it. They say the anticipated revenue no plan less than 6.9 billion. Until we needed it to satisfy more or less to satisfy the international community at that time. It was a necessity. And I'm one of those who supported it, that it was necessary for the government to pass it. But it is not the panacea for all our problems. And so we can't say there, then the background, those are beside the bill. Nti say yehia moa me aba yehia moa pa
na doc unsa wo kasa yemu no ubo inflation so na wo chemu ade kosi said ye koso e wo Russia na Ukraine eno achi enioma hodo bi a entotomu but coronavirus nyina achi ene Russia ene Ukraine ntokwa nyina achi no ye wo aman bi wo Africa hanoma omukuta single digit inflation we beka said the likes of South Africa, the likes of Ivory Coast, any a Togo money at the no, ekita single digit inflation. And so COVID the buyer no, and ye Ghana kwana COVID ebe suye yen. Adintina, I say, ye pesi or my Ghana pesi ye force war this should be say a corona, a Russia and Ukraine and tokwa, and so no across the world and effect no enya.
And yeah, don't be trade vulnerability. Sɛ bia me ne madam for studio we ye dawa sɛ also obuaya bia afi bia me sika me pay 100 obua me mu 80 which means that my dependence on you is very much nti wo twon ho amehwe ase ana sɛ bia madam for so depend on you for just 30 cedis ya wo twon ho anya de obehwe ase too much nti Ghana was too exposed to the trade with these two countries. Our trade vulnerability was so high and it said for example, beer fertilizer say you depend on more than 60% every omo. Wheat about 30% or so. Iron ore about 60%. And tama anema ye hear o mema ye dey ho to omo sura na o senke hia no. Omo twe omo wo no nti omo twe omo no na ma ya hwe asesa no. And number 2, hwe inflation asema wo kan ya. Areas nyina no, most of the countries are experiencing omo highest inflation in like in 20 years, in 30 years, in 40 years. In fact, West Africa and proud Togo pan or because Togo inflation before COVID and now, so me hear the rate of change. Togo there 2,600 percentage points. Ghana there 198 percentage points. And the impact of the COVID in the war hit Togo more than Ghana. Then the difference is that Togo was moving from 1% to 4% or 6%. And then still more inflation was true because before say COVID and then war no started. No inflation no war from Ghana there before say war no COVID started. Now inflation it was the 4th highest in West Africa. That was around 7.9% when Togo and Ivory Coast and all those countries were experiencing 1%, 2%, 3%. And until now impact in the buyer no omo no 1% no omo say inflation increase in 30 years or 40 years, but still, because that alone, impact though is high, but inflation right now is still low. Okay. But Ghana, now is high. That the impact of 198% percentage points, and I'm Ivory Coast 27.6. And I'm not starting now form, but that Ghana there was true. And says yeah, and from our boy in Ghana, the across right chair will be out there. Okay.
Now, dog, your baby say, at Rentamon to Ghana and Sana, ya candy for no, or Mahon said, I was Sebia, one more day to Shebini to Sebia, a beboa or minor, to say, ye share and your mamma boss, so sweet and a crude, and no damn chance for you, say fertilizer. You Russia and Ukraine sense some no, are affecting even in a Greek. Ama enuane bakrampo no ne boa yede e wo market. Obi be bisa say adenti na afe na a Greek minister ebeka che Ghana for say omo ebeboa apushe akuafo say ebe use organic fertilizer. Enti ebre na ye kra de enyo organic efi obi man so eba no. Ya mu compound kodru say ye beba bedru bia yibi ti say ne. Enti the proactiveness of the Greek minister no and as the ministry ewo fertilizer titiu no. Mayemisa uhunu saying the best and say he could have done better.
They could have done better. Wouldn't say fertilizer. Oh, who be some says agri inputs the hen starting free. And can make us a starting free fertilizer because agri from association be of Ghana. Almost they brought out a report said they are so afraid of food insecurity. Just say, "I have come back there." And fertilizer na here e dey gugu ye no bias no je. And by this time, I was saying, "Can you make go akwem kra ya be wo ye mem." Adena, I say over 90% of fertilizer you use of mem na ye kra every amanone. nti sa to yenchem etu obi na say komna na ebede mate government communicators and paying for even finance ministry mate mu nyina ase, and I can feel the frustration in their voice. Everybody, whether NDC, MPP, economists, or media, there's this kind of fear in our voices. Say, Diania, ebedi anya nkwantra se no say na eho aba asemi nti ye benede. I was said Ghana you pay a long-term solution, and I'm saying the question is a brilliant question. Say, I was see a transfer matter yenchem to ye ansana ya de ho so ana. I was saying by now we have our own policy. Produce fertilizer our yaye memu. Ya what good storage facility anka tomatoes na say wo akoma dane nkrenkura kadi nyina. Na be yakotwini nyina be good storage ni mu ama senka tomatoes ne season kwa na yenya bi aton. Transport system ye kwan ye and this time I was saying ye kwan no kama ama se car na so kura na obetimi tomatoes no abedwam tomatoes here example because when say there were other examples. Nti sa transportation and storage and sa no money nyina local production nyina abaya ba ko nyina anhwe. And so now if I listen to the conversation from both NDC and the MPP, what I get from omunyina so omunyina I will crow about finding a lasting solution to Ghana's problem. And say the stability. Say IMF the my international commercial bank the my here or say banning inflow of funds to stabilize the economy. With in stability now after na ya say and your man ya a title planting for food and jobs. And many problems about where your arguments are my dear side about planting for food and jobs. It's a program I running for 5 years. Until now on one side, on another side, you say. Well, without the program, things would have been worse. And I also make us say, but the program has run for 5 years. And I was saying about some improvements, kakraba, ama your dependency, I can say, you hope to among force because your homegrown policies here. Yeah, boy, I'm a Jania, my Chicken Senka, you hope to almost be plenty. And no one does so, but we can start from fertilizer production, wheat production, storage. And maybe a good transport system. Yes, I know already. I'm sure, sir. But going forward, we don't need this. You have scratching surface. You trouble more beer. 4 years, not scratching surface. No, another one. But on fact, lasting solution. Not scratching the surface. No, in here be because the last thing about 3 years of this country, I am pet. I say comedy, a comedy, obiampe. Okay. China for policy be. Was saying the first policy of the Chinese was that no Chinese should go hungry. No Chinese should go hungry. Let's have it as our policy said. Whatever we have to do, as Ghanaians, no Ghanaian should go hungry. No, at least food dear. Say, yes, can't do able to me, yes, can't fuck, yes, can't fuck blame cry. And Johnny, baby dear. My man,
okay. Doc, finally, what dear Obeka say, I'm putting it to you. A yes or no answer and a mepe. You share the current economy and they said you know is the government in charge?
I am a father. Is the government in charge?
Yes or no?
Well, I'm not sure I want to answer yes or no. What I can say is that of course they are in charge. We voted for them and they are still in charge. My point is that and no matter why they can do better.
Okay.
So they can do better.
Yeah, that's it.
And they can do better.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. But answer now, Bekono. Happy Father's Day to you, Wate. Nyankupo insha na onyo kese e ma me da se Okay, enti ye to aso na ye hwe empanyefo mienu na wo hwe me benkum ene me nifa so a medikan ada owura Kofia Meya ye MPP communication team member adi achrew na owura Erica J aba ye deputy Bono communications officer ye bebo nkomo e wo fia sama kese mienu a medikan ede to wanim no ena me mabedwafo ebedi mu nkomo owura Kofia Meya yamao ache anopai Adom TV asempa 94.7 so
ye nnuami nnuaba o ye adwuma nyame hia on kan ma me fa akonya suna me fa nchia eye watiefo ene wahwefo nyina me nchia me nya record ye late I think that it was a beautiful interview and to me adanyoma bi the asset tone for minimum you know your discussion no na me very sure say answer na be we
doctor do say akodi
na ye gina me kasa
ni di to was
already o de nyabotre
say minimum do say akodi
nyabotre
say ya oba me ye di nkomo na due mu na hu di free Maka ni say we na metina ha idea. Unim say MPP ya restructuring and reorganization. Ya tutu abana e national. Me bo MPP for me nyina abaso. Wo de your match say kabima me kabini dudu amembo na omote ase.
Mpone de ehu ye.
And they say enipa hu adwuma de anya den ya but o hwe o kani nyafu a I think say net no na ya anesa na Medin Chefree Openi Steven Ayesu in team Emma delegates nina.
Medase. Erica J. Akwaba.
Mejoso.
Se bibia eboko.
Nyame adom bibia.
Happy Father's Day in advance.
Oh, nyame de wan wish me.
Oh, Mary so beba.
Medase.
Father's Day in advance.
Na me fans so oje.
When nyame sha no nyoke se agya mu nyina nyambo china ye modanti ye be celebrate mankasa. E de na obeka na ya sha se.
Medase am se de di kan make sure Adom TV ahwefo nyina ena ye my senior brother back when wife birthday okosunya ne a friend lawyer Foster NDC as a party regional legal team on the dano ne wife friend Christiana Asamoah ena ye ne birthday nti Mr. Nyamishra edemano oba no tinenim be ma de unya se oyire tinenim tembia oba Foster nchen no obekona na yire smile sa eti me we no nyinim se nyame bekoso na we share busia no ama busia na yekasi ebiem me company le lecture me ade of faculty lawyer read ono so na ye ne birthday me we share happy birthday nyame nka ne ho no nom no ba na o my student ni faculty too much onzuzuma ne ho nye hu nipa de
me da say yesha yenkobo twetwe na say me de be free owura kofi ameya enche kofi ma yesha ebegina fu no na no ye woda yenim de asi Ghana for kasa obi se anya bia no we na okogina butumu kwoto aba eso opa na
me dansi bio na enkomo ni ndi ni sei ba fango ene ne bo ho nsensem na minua ba ewa bakosem kakra broni be kan say o hwe proud to 2005 yeah established Act 691 National Petroleum Authority and National Petroleum Act no nanka ban ene kra fango na waton fango no ne senti no na uhu say aban de fango ne ba na bia ne board na wate so na timemufo ho ayenhia o kakra ye koso ayesa ba se wo hwe subsidy na ekọ ewo petroleum no as against our GDP na minimum mine dodo into realize say answer MPP ba bem 2000 no our debt to GDP ratio was over 169%, which was too much. It's say be call highly indebted poor country initiative HIPIC no and ekoba say also aban to an amount sigina say subsidies and say cushion board de board memufo efa fangon bon ontin free ho na yemfa bibi friend deregulation on only Dr. Sarkodie kasa no obo so deregulation ni say afi yenhwe say bio say bia okoto o biscuit ana wo pure water say de okoto obo no wan kasa hwe o production cost okofa ba ye ene de kokoko na eton wa de ti aban ni ye ni so be yi ni say free mu bo ni be kan restrictions. Say they be establish a bulk distribution companies PDCs for no normally we kwa craft and go na ba na afi ebo akika ho ni nyina na om de atoto na ya to amatememu for say de tie but aya na esisa de no so ne say aban betimi anya sika aya ade foforo na afi susu no ya boye ho modern say dani abre nyina no ye benya fango ewo omanimu ne kure wom ni say even though in 2005 no yeah, adwin say be use deregulation, but ne entintam enfa. Ti you still na binding in such shemuni ade. To be say even at the end of 2004, 2005 we spent about 2.2 billion Ghana cedis at that time. Bare dollars cry subsidies in kwa. So in 2005, April, ye nyamu NDC for sade ye call IMF for a bailout eno na say bi o man to ye ni sika sem ne nchichire no na omu husu na omu nti ase nti na so omkofra abrofo na abrofo no beso yase to omkwa na abrofo no sa ka omu say sa subsidies bi na ide say kwasikoso jira kwantia no mombo modin ase mbe ye free okra nti NDC are buying in 2005 ensure say fully the deregulation policy no will be implemented and into the ade ehu ne say aban ayi ne say free mu kra say timamufuo ho kire omo kra no a eye din say aban beba so mase say aban beba so wase kra na eye kakra bi kuma bi tina nano yehu say special petroleum tax ye ho kire aban yi some few pesos ano kra na ndi na
what pesos na ya 15 pesos
NMC me ameka say
and a few
it was 15 pesos first April
but the policy is that government should not subsidize at all. That is what we have agreed. They at all. And you know, sisi ade yakoso no na emo no
na ansa na obekoso kra na se wo kasa omo no mo be ye ne saa omo ye ne saa na mo nso mo ba ye mo hu ne se timamufo no omo ebre omo so mo ho kire wo mo no sabi o mpanyefo kan ye se atiefo mfanche o kasa na nsesa na adwen enti sa mo ba na mo hu sa na mo no mutu ye no na mo a adna mo guso de ye adwuma mo sesa na
unse aban ne source of revenue baby a onya sika free no ye nyoma mienu miensa eto a ogegye ene se bibisi a obegina ye name akwa akobo ene donor support but donor support bro ni be kan negligible ko ewo epum nti ye to ene sika obekwa akwaje obisi yes true timemufo ho chirom wo hwe fango ne ho nsensem a it has direct and indirect effects sebi obi a aketuamu entumu nkosoro na also offer car ehun no because fango bu akoso nti no also otua more broni be kan be reduce the purchasing power obi wa o use no commercial quantity oye also otomo oye sa so a ni production cost be kosoro or the nyoma year marketer also increase price so impact no e wo hode but at the end of the day no timemufo so ehia nyoma fofora eno so ye disika no ana eye kwanchan DF disika kroya ye hia kwan sika ye hia school sika ye hia hospitals sika empo ebetu adwumayefo ka na so mo se aketua ntumu eto ya ye gigi ya ni fangu sika ya ye gigi so now let's look at it from this perspective ye fa sika no enkushin fuwa no na ye neglect other developmental agendas nana and every government is confronted with this either say ebia say 5 billion na in a year yes ye dia ti fan go bo so say 5 billion kan say akwan bia e wo mikrom kwa wo wase no enko ye school bia ye hia wo boko no enko me nano me ko boga to boko na me hu say o ma ye kwana kama aka bridges bia moye say yanjiji say sika no na say disika no ko hye say ye mfa nko hye fan go mu na Ghana fo hin o mo kakra kan hu say sa kwan no enko so what I say ene nso to a na ejiri nkran ni nyina ye hia sika no ye dia ye adrege ne dia kika so me nyafa nkomo ni ye mie no ye amanyosem metna ha catch you say na mo ko djom I think it was a mo ko tipoli mo ko George mami fa manu si wa ha mami fa manu si wa
aka obe say 4 minutes but question me be say manya response me say so wa wo direct e ko Eric wo say yo mo na deregulation ho system ni adwo mo de bae and wa sa atena ha je to mo say eniema bi a o man ni hia sika de aye no so samuka se mu ko back say ye ko subsidize ye ko so yes na e de ha beba which is to some extent there omo aban ne ye no mo hunu se na ye necessary at the time say so mo ye amoto aso
no in fact no me na sha say MPP aban na sha
say now direct
but me say omo be my history no me see 2005 we established the deregulation policy but it wasn't effective still not buying subsidize it. But in 2015 no and I'm more ensure say fully we implement it buying finance and chassis what I say so that's the fact the American copy me say fan go no sisi and we have a choice either we subsidize and ensure say we neglect other developmental agendas and infrastructure. You are interested in the e-learning?
Yes.
Very well.
Me too be to me interested.
Very well. E-levy no, you can't see your GM. We have specific project for the e-levy. And yes, you can't see your e-levy, I see your in the Sakwa. You chira deport here, you did e-levy in the bay, me patro yanchi one.
But you to say Ghana for Hochomo or my mude.
Paragraph 20 of the budget statement 2022. You put to sound for, I catch a Ghana for say, a dear Emma man peninda, and they say, or jitum precope, so man no, I want you Ghana for Hochilom. The man penia be the chili no call caswa, meaning so the chili etibia, or jitum preco se Ghana for and Hochilom. You put to sound for, a bill, Abba catcher say, Ghana for Ewa Hochilimunia when you him. Or man penny addressed to the nation, admitted, say Ghana for Hochilom. And to your say, mean to me, but now, me top fan go be. What I say? And you know, minimum what you Ghana for come. Me 12 years with them.
It's a banner admitted to Ghana for Hochilom. The finance minister admitted to Ghana for Hochilom, and one year what I am. Measures Banner would go up Ghana for Pesciate.
Exactly. One, you were about a packet. And Numuna, your devotee 750 million. Edima, BSSI, small and micro businesses here. Yeah, this one must name Kakranka. Menoka say, I bind the directives be about one. Menoka 30% of ministers on salary, you reduce anything in full effect. What I say, any anamoto nano ye din komoya, I bind the $750 million Aqua Development Bank Ghana to ensure say long-term loans and a soft loan. Nini na ya dia betimi aboa in the short and medium and long term no, or man na here kakra. But the reality is that we are not in this alone. The year komu sisia na hoche na ye komu sisia no. Enye Ghana nkwa na ye komu. Eya dia ewiase for na nyin ha obi akomu bi. Menya ba me kan hye nyam ye nyonyam na me kan wa obrase mu say be 10 days ago me call US. Now before that no, the year 2020 COVID time me fele me tanker na me try $54. 10 days ago when I was in the US, I paid $82. $82 from $54 in 2020 so now me try $82. Okwa amanone baby e for bronze Ghana for be eye dwano your friend the points odu ho omo de abo say due to increase in market prices intino omo increase omo adwane omo ton ho enye no nko a oko majority of the grocery shops in the United States of America are ho na minim no enoma boayedin. I am not saying say because ahochire about my nimutino ana ewiase ntino Ghana ye de ensa hye dem from dabi me no ka say impuntu nyuma o say aban ye yekusu ayeye akwan aye na no me ka cho say me call from burger to boko me hu akwan obi o sa akwan so bia e di adanse impuntu juma bia o say ye bia no minu di adanse say ye
me da say da o ka say o ka say ko US e ko to fola na woto pacha na so to na hina o ko na ko to na $82 Eti we share the likes of US akoye and Europe. And na mo se fu ebo kosoro no. Aban no e de hye egu akwanso. Eba no transport commercial ones na Germany to be specific. Almost from 31 euros abedru base 9 euros. Adentia mikitaka me pake me free commercial vehicle. Ye gitum se fa ngo kosoro enya aban no fault. Measures ne ye dan me kwotena trotro ni ma. Mi kotu esika boom. E na me nko. Na we be ka chem so ko US. Okoye no fu ebo edit me kama ntu na mento na peso kire
nyense na peso me kire
na peso kire
peso me kire say fa go ne bo no nya Ghana nkwa na akoso. You are talking about government interventions. One, you were mass transporter na you were aban sebi ashenya etimi boati memu.
We had metro mass akosi say ayalolo ba ni ekosi say
it's not we have no, yeah.
Do you agree to that? Say,
do we have or we don't? We do have.
And I'm situation.
Is it sufficient? Is it sufficient?
Mobile ayalolo dia na mobile ye input be na mo be sha ayalolo mo e be ka say ye benefiting now. E be dey.
Just last year, we added over 100 fence and buses to metro mass transit. Ayalolo
areas be na ye
adwuma. Just so
areas be. The new buses let's say can say 21
metro mass works in every area.
If you're talking of metro mass,
I'm talking about
when you say go.
Oh, Jesus
no, I don't know.
Are you denying? Are you denying? Government provided 100 passes to Metromas. Are you denying that fact here?
I'm not denying that.
The Metromas
as a Metromas.
Even though I'm trying to back a crowd, Pampro, you be Aposuka, opposite to any one or more. And tomorrow, your Majayana. Now, the question is it sufficient or not? Do we need to provide more? Yes, we need to provide more. At the end, this is about buying fire and Luluamba. At the end of the day, no, the also be saying, also buy a double up. Now, young case or more, a dear Jumana show Monsano, so I'm double up, no more, Mejumaye. Menoka say, I buy and back your railway development in the next few years, and now see improvements, no, you be that massive infrastructure. This government are provided for in this country in terms of railway. Okay. Namia Duma, yes, you wait me a fakiteki and the
Mame na say, Mame ko Erika Jiho. Na you Fritz Moses, or your policy analyst, IES. Yaneno, ebedim komo wo ha enche. Na Eric, Medika mo akwaba. Kofi aka bebre. Ye show man of 4 babia entumuno akwakodru. Ateti Ghana 40 mamofo FM.
Dedikan, I commend you. This is the first time I'm anywhere share our program so. But ubusa question Ghana for Persieti. I commend you for that. Many Kofi Ame latest blogger in town. Kofi America by and che. Nyame wan as American come on kwan odi wo Ghana. Question na me pese obusa na MBS kepe o kakra. Na pese obusa na say America minimum wage sen. Kofi sen.
$7.28.
Ghana sen.
So obusa America.
Debbie and I'm say Ghana. Oh abam you know all this thing. Don't pretend. You know Ghana sen.
Na say what you mean compare America minimum.
Now you say now compare mo petrol near.
But the fact of the matter is that
let me tell you something.
Fuel prices have increased.
Listen to me well. Who cover American debate? It will be important to Ghana. And I'm saying don't do that.
No, I'm saying because there have been increases in fuel prices globally. Is it a fact or not?
Let me ask a simple question. I know what's the minimum wage in America and the minimum wage in Ghana.
And also nothing to do with fuel prices.
Look at you.
We are talking about fuel prices.
Income, no, the top petrol. You see the logic of my brother. What's the income? And it be and I'm saying, the top petrol. Then I Eric, the top petrol.
Income,
then I'm the top petrol. Is it not my income?
Eric,
I'll explain to you the income.
We should look so topics are you be discussing.
Let me proceed with it.
Okay.
With the issue of fuel, Nina say aban we ye kalabula aban and an aba. O share kalabule pensona enema ahodo eba ya bumbo ebo man no an ekoso kane no si krom na okoto pan no o kai sa amre ye bisa na mombe ka kiro pan no bo asichire bo gare bo edua chese na niema ni nyina bo kalabule ela na na say de aba eti go visa obetena se ni ebisa fango na obey international agreement. I get you well, but don't forget say ye wo be a friend na na do dan kwa kufuado One large Mahmoud Baomi.
Na Eric answer na bekoso no say na mo compare person ma information bi. Yeah. Minimum wage.
Yeah.
Na USD and Ghana there. O share Ghana ye minimum wage no 0.46 cents.
Good.
$1
crane.
Good. Me da say. But inflation over 27%.
E hono na me person me kwa otwe me kwa echi no because o hwe minimum wage. O hwe be inflation nam. Now what the America be example like me. If you be
yes sir, we are not informing the public.
Is it not the fact
we need to fix this?
Fixing what?
So when you talk of income in America, you also need to factor in the expenditure.
Ghana they spending
hold on. Ghana,
let me talk.
Insurance mutual and how often?
But Kofi,
what are you talking about?
Eric,
how much do you pay for health insurance?
Eric,
no, how much do you pay for health insurance in this country? How much do you pay for health insurance?
America, hospital, I can't say parachute. You can't talk gloves. Your wife. Don't go there.
What the for America?
Only the American business, but I don't know that.
Me patro me America.
You brought it up.
Me patro
Ghana for American common
so minimum wage na ye can inflation na ye can fuel price ne de ahoche na Ghana for na Adom brands aye research team aye adwuma enti we no ye free America me patro me ba ni in Africa even within Africa I say no Ghana inflation your minimum wage.
But the man explained that to you. He explained that to you.
It's in the
context of your trade. No, it's in the context of your trade. You cannot compare the structure of an economy to the structure of economy of Togo. You can't compare the structure.
Oh, you know those things.
Hold on. You can't compare the structure of our economy to that
yeah,
of
but Jimmy time.
And the structure of the economy determines your inflation.
Thank you.
Ghana had
are you proud? Are you proud of the minimum wage that the ordinary Ghanaian salary worker edging? Are you proud of it?
I've admitted here that Ghana for better.
So what else do you want me to say?
Kofi, I say Musune Mobile, and I'm a Kasaya Moden. And you are telling us to say we can't compare Ghana to even Ivory Coast ni Burkina because but yet ya konya so na Ru Akufo-Addo or dey compare Ouattara or Ivory Coast no in the structure of the economy. That is the problem. Because you see, who make a very sound interview with the man. Maybe Brina Menene Yadrin, Makumonsa. Meno Kazasi, your African countries are Hodwa, ye near Moboshi, or Motofango. COVID, ye Ghana and Kwane buy. But COVID ba Ghana pay, and a man penny Akufo-Addo yen and was a COVID in our Sahene. And we switch on may be a COVID akoso. So don't forget to say upon say COVID na Brazil nyina Oba Africa ye na ye o manya ye tua yare apa hono to COVID-19 levy Togo NYB Burkina NYB e man ye twa ho achi obi ani oje COVID to. They told us in the heat of COVID enema ahodo I enjoy and I was say any tua because Mampeni said we can bring life back but for the economy we can build it. And I would here to account. Me no kaza sisi that fuel issue say buy quickly mu di America dey akoshe Russia Ukraine. Before Russia and Ukraine talk on, na fuel more increasing by 9 Ghana cedis. Utie me pa. Nti e ho no na sampa for ne Ivory Coast for na ekwana. A simple logic. A mismanagement of the economy. Me no kasa sisi Russia and Ukraine talk ya ekoso sisi. Oko Burkina Faso a fuel a liter ye turn 8 Ghana cedis. Oko Togo ye turn 7.8. O de ba Ghana sika mu a. Ghana cedis na make you o convert o musika na ba. Oko Egypt ye turn 3.88. Over Algeria, 22 Ghana cedis. You know what Algeria is doing? Almost say by June, echo. Almost citizenry, especially the youth now, almost unemployed. No, a buying bet you be like $100 per month. Unim sika omoditria. Algeria your mania, almost produce oil pa. No, almost say oil no almost produce no. They never anticipated so Mbenya went for. You can't win for your draw budget. Oko 2022 budget a buying anticipate say Ghana ye too far. Yesusu se okwo wiase adwaman so a betimi aton around $61. But ene yesi bumbo aba enti market na yede. Enti ye Ghana na ye ton fan wo no. Instead of $61 na nke kwa ebenya no ye kwa etimia e bia $120. Enti ye nya mfaso de. Enti ye no abaye oman na also produce oil no mfaso de. So in Nigeria omo de omo mfaso de na abuso no e be start by June e de atua unemployed citizenry ne ka $100 a month. But abanya ayenso yetu fanwo ene Ghana ye de na ye no me fanwo na yetu bi no ebo no kwosoro no ye win for na connection man for disika no and they are charging us more and they are telling us now say Russia and Ukraine talk na aba. Are you telling me say Togo nya Ghana airport no mu yi ka se deko fertilizer ni ade o mo kra nyina nya ha no mbe fa ne deko go there and ask and me how you were asking questions on COVID-19 yenim say abeyi bi no mo be pass E11 no. They spoke a lot in this country. My men say take a crama. I see E-Levy best for building entrepreneurial nation. Kwendo Foriata Okane 22nd November 2021. No say E-Levy proceed will create job for over 11 million people. Kwendo Foriata Corona City News. No say E-Levy will help fix, build new and pay more workers and contractors. And also Kwendo Foriata Corona examples. Source Ghana Web 16 December 2021. Or say without E-Levy, how do we give farmers subsidies in fertilizer? Agric Minister. And also source Ghana Web. So in the name of E-Levy, they spoke a lot. At work akra na muhienti. Na some other connection, more than man of Ghana for him. And then E-Levy near the amamo to say the Obisaya no. Oko Kenya in the heat of COVID. Time wana fango bo kosro no. Abani the $260 million and the subsidize fango. Said the beye timamu for be in omo. What say another example say Oko Germany commercial vehicles na ne bo wasro no. Abani reduce the about some level amatimamu for ne patronize ne more. And the STC boa yasen atum e wo STC yard. Now fi here come krom sampa na 60 Ghana cedis. And now kwa sampa 120 Ghana cedis. STC any state owned. Metro Mass buses na nke no na di nipa be Kumasi amabo na kwasoro no. Metro Mass ni VIP na compete. That is the logic in it. So you have no measure how they to in place. E dey amatimemu for hwan yeden. Ahenhan ebiem the cost of it na mismanagement. And I have maybe you Kufuor Adom na large Bawumia cans omunya to me. This is their traits. We know 5th December 2016, yet to about 7th December. Now there are 2 days near Kwakotoaba. Till the Kufuor Adom kai. Or say, I have seen how drivers, both private and commercial, struggle to pay for high prices of fuel and insurance premium. Vote for change. This is it. President Kufuor Adom trait new. Alhaji Bawumia, also the Osantro yeni, also date in the 3rd December 2016. Now 4 days near Kwakotoaba. Till the also can find. Or say, to the taxi and trotro drivers who have been hit by high cost of fuel and insurance, you have a chance to vote for change. So you lied to Ghanaians, and they lied in consistency. Okay. Look at the data. Mampeni didn't try to be the achieve for us, and you are telling us today, say, a dear bro, so you ain't me imagine. Maybe madam anusi for me, but himself per time. But I hear no, we some more politicians. Nana, ya na more the fan. Yeah, more politicians. And the question is, why they were them? What did they say? And I'm say, the question is, what did they say?
Oh, that's what you know.
So we are say about governance and I say government continues. But Eric maybe so. We are say government continues. It is Obi can wait 2016, few days to the general elections. Now Obi you know or act the opposite of the Okan and then what you kind of the as you so the Oba, as you the Oba beto so and you ma ebesesa. And e we here ben. Enti no say ye kasa politicians are e mu nyina 2022 ye ka 2022 mu how John Mahama is not the president of our country now. They spoke a lot. And one thing I got before elections. And I make sure was say, the okay, no, and I reality not done on us. Into the Momo can the reality no bebano, a better the narrative no better. It is a solution for 2024 elections. Never my Petrus about for money. We are looking for the current crisis in a solution. So you knew baby I can. But and the fact somebody found one a young man yourself. Yeah, me citing what they said, and I'm saying. Me cite what they said, and I've mentioned it here. My brother and I try so dispute because time when Ura Kufuor Adom neighbor we can win. No money himself Kufuor started deregulation. Ura Kufuor Adom no nyo swafo. Ura Kufuor Adom Alhaji Bawumia no ni Bank of Ghana. So deregulation measures in no money. But nya atwem nim kontomponti. That was how they spoke. They told us say etia konwa so ana ne man koye. Because of mismanagement. They di mo akotene ye sika ye sidia yedi ne dollar. Alhaji Bawumia Ghana samre no nkwa na nim economics uyi ni fi obi ani o on the back say when the fundamentals are weak exchange rate be den e be expose you and na me no ka say ye ko ye ja dollar around 3.2 4.2 good and na me no ka say na 8.4 and fa wona ye kra no ye mfa kwacha ne kra ye the dollar
finance
ye fa safe ne kra keep news because of your incompetence unti manage see the dollar no and on man escalate manage it taxes are okay price build up of your food and ayetona taxes over 40% and when now they buy
abina
multimedia taxes they buy people are suffering well o share the Ghana for commune ne ateti ayekom na man penisora na wa chata wi mu hye no nam so no odware ne de keka ho life fata no ye medase Eric
abina
Okasa more than me. Stop that.
Okay. Nah, but Sir Eric, some more to sana more way as a political party and this is some na making.
Yeah.
About issues, challenges are here from not the biano ye play no this year. And baby I deco do drew ye na will be at play mo crumple na dry no many sikania dear. Ya na mama the pains na Ghana for a form no as a mode ye no say what simplify the situation no. So what I say?
Mama can be.
Bisi anase mo bobi ma mo bi. Mo ko ye no bi ba ye no bi na ebeti ya.
Ya bobi bobra. Mama nchira wa.
Bisi na mo ko ye na mo ko ye no obi na ba o tia. Ni na kan bi na ma debt of the me dia na poko ahwen.
Abena poko. Abena me dase. Offer MPP budget. If 2017 ABC ne. Ye wo ade bi e friend capital expenditure project. The chairman say sika ye de shame puntudwuma mu e wo mfa so de mo man. Kohwe sika omudi shem ni di omudi share chop money di omudi consumption o pese o hu se o papa be bobra ye japade o wudi eja wo na o papa ba na da bia kalomo ni warrior me de ma no si form no and ye watch ye ya toabo gas project e se vi Ghana be $300 million
ahwefo
gas nim gas e be kra
4.7 Adom TV so enie na watchi dwumadie e de ma no mekọ ahoma so na me ne yewura Fritz Moses adinkomo oyo policy analyst our Institute of Energy Security ye ne bedi nkomo na ya hwe sanse de yetete no ene se nyame anhwe yi a 1st July ye besa hunu entumu foforo wo krowe mu ene fanwa ye di hu dwuma no mpanyifo enura menu abema kwasinsia ene onmonyamfo ejapa mesa edi nkomo wo bedwam dwumadie so ma no che interventions kofi aboba akoso yes 15 pesos April 1 na ma yenko na ye ne ye reference ni nkomo se Bank of Ghana intervention de ba ye no 15 pesos no obi beka se ayemfa so de bi dia mayen anankosi aga Fritz Moses bedwam Adom TV Asempa FM ye mo achen na watwi dwumadie mo achen me ba chote menka okay enti ansana ye be call Fritz Moses ho no ye ma an updated information ewo ye minimum wage no ba bia Ghana de ejina so ye kase no 2022 odwuma ye ni bia wo be ye adwuma anya hwekra na ede no $1.69 eno no onsa ebeka as a worker wo ye adwuma bosome na se u breaking it down per no a na chese 0.21 cents me no nyina ye nim dada ye significant ya brabo mu ni adwuma na ye no hwe Ghana ka wotem akwa adwuma aduane a woto ensu a woto ye fan compare na ye hwade na ebrepamu no ye bedimo enkomo Fritz Moses ya mo achi anopai okay yeah that senebra wagedi ama na watwi edwumadie eso ye hwe fango ehosemo enane nansan ye woda ya asutu the highest since ayewura 2022 mu na the expectation no ene say 1st July anhwe ya ebesan ehura kosoro e was Ghana for eyam hyehye wo mo e was development we mu ana Moses, Fritz. I said, wo earpiece nti na ma ye nya o house ye beti wonkan ye. Timpatro se obetumi aye hu bibia ma yen a. Wadaroma na ya hwe. Ye guso e wo ha nti no updated information on the minimum wage na mede ama wono. Na Kofi. Na osidi na ye kan wa ya no.
Si, minwa ba.
Meti opa mede abna popo.
Mene abna. Mene Eric Yadwin say incommon should not be about or mindful. It should be about Ghana. But say in Chilemunti no. Me say we tea for no share 40 as yes. Me compare US to Ghana de biarada.
Ma me ko Fritz Moses somra. Me ba twat me kan fe. Fritz oh. Okay, ye bedi hujuma na ye de sa enkobodie na but ansana eno no me ka wo sa na watwi dwumadie na wotie Adom TV na o sanso hye no na me patro mayenyi aboafo nkrato ye ba Kofi ye ba bekasa why me da se ye ba sisia Mame ma wakwa babiem emra Adom TV na watwi dwumadie esom sanso ye live ewo Asempa 94.7 me pacho utie yen a na chese dwumadie koso CJ na da wotem ene metemu ediama no ediam meje so ene abena pokoa ahwennie yen kofre so na me chese fedie ne line no atotomu ya na yenim kobo ehwe fa ngo no se yemohu ye kekamu a akọ the next pricing window no Fritz otemenka
abana mitem papa otemenka
emu da ho clear me da se na me bisa se awose ye bohu na no ya woda de ye huni na the next pricing window so esi 1st July no was Ghana for both ever found any Muntumuana.
Ghana Hanum say don't use for her no if I new adjustment no you share your man AC one man need just so it me determine the rates at which Ghana has so no your fees and I say price for petrol needs on a bit unfortunately we are entering the season. I mean I think a year summer in Europe and in a US. That time, there's a higher demand for petrol because it's a driving petrol is already for their movement and other. So we would see meet that demand. Unfortunately, a mama here to fango a class. And to me, the supply of the market is so limited. Libya, there are some fields we have had to be shut down. Affecting our more ability to produce to meet their quota. Nigeria, and so in the last month, May, they were not even able to meet their schedule. Highest oil producing country in Africa. So issues now with supply and demand in the GDS the hotel the end of this month into next month. And so prices today GDS still of course the rate of increment GDS will be lower than the current figures are if a year world's largest import the demand also doesn't come on board.
Now, Bibeka said Bank of Ghana intervention or the buyer. Kekanko base 2 months, Semunie, a ban of dollar base $190 million, and one more a year some of them supported the OMCs. No, Yemisasa Ninsun Sanso, no, Ghana for a fili kakra, and I say Bank of Ghana Bamudie, and so I said the Shinsi,
Rebecca say, Sanso, the idea and would do. And we all see at the various spots the prices and the base they will crack. But unfortunately, and say this I'm an new just so found born and then my found boy Ghana answer consider. Then when you see the national what the engineer Bank of Ghana was to ensure that the investment $1 send you a bit me I'm a president Ghana by bare 1%. The previous window depreciated by 0.4%. It just said window by window we are seeing a consistent of the city, and so effort for Ghana. I mean, it was announced on the Yakase it would be woefully inadequate. It would be temporal, even if it would work. It would be very temporal. The factors affecting prices, would trample upon it, and that's exactly what we are seeing now.
Inti se Bank of Ghana intervention no expectation de na ye hwe se bia e be free mabano ye nya no sa inti se na freight ye se mo advice aban no muntu aban no for e wo de ye hunu no enei way forward ne ye den
of course we need to put in place some temporary measures to cap the current increases now if you're thinking long term because the reason why I using a consistent space from last year, from 2021, beginning of 2021, and we have allowed ourselves to rely on too much in the market. Fortunately, Ghana has to fango. Ntiagoban is saying that among to fango, no, we can't even process and use the same product here. But when they use oil, using waha, and you wouldn't be in a secure situation I want because you rely on our local. Refining for the buying government can change its policy around the refinery operations. In the long term, in the medium to long term, the refinery refine oil to Ghana. So the various companies for the US market. The US market now it takes about 22 days and some of them. Negotiating with them. Now, the Sikash at the refinery, they are making sure say CDU, RFCC, or any no. We are bringing all of them back on streamer. These oil companies, Let me sell the product to the refinery. About buying to me at a reduced cost because freight charges will go down because of the reduced number of days spending on the sea. Insurance costs never conform. The price of the oil and gas stands to never conform. And so we will have it at a cheaper rate. The more refinery at a cheaper rate, then you can sell off to the various OMs of local market. These are some of the things they do this in the medium to long term. Short term, government can look at how it can get access to various refineries of molten products at a reduced price because any OBR or CSC found petrol diesel film on the international market, Europe, US now, at this rate. The boom from per year, utilities are buying it. Some of these companies are letting me negotiate with them and the various BDCs. We can import cheaper priced products for the temporal measures. And of course, no. Over here said the economic situation would improve so our city can stabilize a bit because government says see the now more than the form. Even international market prices, let's say from Caribbean, we may not see that reduction for prices in petrol diesel on our Ghana. Okay.
Yes, my final question am de amount. Deregulation. Ye bisa say abaya no me anase nhira e de matima muni no.
About deregulation it's better than what we used to practice because the deregulation and you would have seen a monumental increase in prices at certain point in time. But regulated, government has an opportunity to manage the risks, manage the prices as and when we are seeing the signs. Before the pricing, the MPA knows how much prices would increase. So if buying agents also it would know how to manage the situation to ensure going forward we are having some consistency in prices, some stability in prices. But if we didn't have the regulation, then buying determined price first can't buying so and also very difficult for any consumers because you see a monumental increase in prices.
Yeah, that's it. Fritz Moses, Senior Brawanya, Ede Ama Nnawotwe Jumadie. Fritz Moses, a policy analyst at our Institute of Energy Security, and I know Akodi and Kobono. Yemra Studios, Kofi Ameyao, a MPP Communications team member. Now, so clarifications be our person, we are not sana.
Then, better me can say, I may fa income levels in the US, young compare Ghana, because also share a more consumption. In the US, you pay your health insurance every month. Regardless of whether you see any dollar in a week.
And Ghana, but other countries said the measures go up so a maximum for no. Then
let's come back to that. And then you made the point, say, sir, intervention of Bank of Ghana, the auction of $100 million. No, it didn't yield anything. You didn't feel any effect. I am sorry, that's very untrue. Tell us. Share.
But tell because topic we are going to cathedral.
Matthias.
Okay.
But me can send you 30 seconds. Also me responded. The Bank of Ghana auction, what it did was that, and then the man see and Nnawotwe in a bar from because we share a sector. $1 a year juma pa petroleum downstream sector no a year fan go eton until the moment omo be speculate say bia me hia e bia x amount of dollars na bank we aka say onya bi obo so it's a mix a year complicated. So what Bank of Ghana did is okay obia munjai come to us unhia sika koto fan go we are able to give it to you. What I say until abeboa so share in the last couple of months relatively no a year dollar no see no a year stable kakra relatively stable. Now Seminia Eric SIT example say Ghana you too fan go na the end there a man fufuro bi Algeria omo boa because omo ye I think say a common ni so woody because yeah consumption in Ghana any the produce no MET and do baby we are doing some less than 150,000 barrels a day. Obi millions of barrels a day. What do you have to do some for no?
Yanko Yedimna, Yenshe, the National Cathedral. Me dear Chabagina say, but me should say you too.
I didn't even respond. I didn't even respond to
4 minutes. 1 minute. No 4 minutes. 1 minute. 1 minute. Rebata 1 minute. Coffee Patrama and Casawadara.
But I can't say me here. I don't know to be
1 minute.
Oh my Ghana netin.
You how many minutes?
Yen ye tie
Abina you how many minutes?
Me manage time. You relax ba me. 30 seconds na aka no mpacho. Mama 1 minute na we go fie na. Mama 30 seconds.
Don't patronize man nye nejuma. You report time. You report time.
Coffee Patrama. I beg you. Yen committee.
Well, adene ne say ye tie kuruma ye ntu kwan. Me tu kwan a na me fa bus a me kosampa.
Untu kwan.
Me kosa hwia double kurum. I'm referring to my own self. Into the hardship I'm in call for America. Into a better say. Now call for America fan won need do
now there's no Algeria. One Algeria
fan can one.
And one Algeria.
Sampa na can ya do pajero ne kwa na okofa trotro ya yin na ye fa.
Me pajero no kwa. Obetofu about 1200 and some word. Na dem me kofa wi na beton. Master, any man ko ye, let's be honest. So person who know it is me person me chere say ene ma nya den enye but dey me ya ne say mu opposition na mo dey compare Burkina Ivory Coast ene mo dey nam UK ni America because mu ni say Ghana for ye ne visa ntino e tiri nya visa nko ho ne ya kwa ko hu dey ko so dey mo keka no
me da se pa yenko na yenko gina the National Cathedral ehun kobodie atwagu na watwi mu nyina ehun kobodie atwagu na watwi mu nyina na honorable Okujeto Ablakwa aka bebre eba no sika aban na yi ede akọ ewo bre ya parliament ama kwan procurement ho sensem na the National Cathedral enra omode nkrata ba empo osofo panyi Otabel ede omo adresse se eye the National Cathedral no eye obi ankrankre beka se ajapade anase yo mani nyina de the National Cathedral no omo adresse sika ya abedi wo monsem omo aka ho asem na mebo ne tofa esanse nkrata omo de bae no ewa pa areas baye se miensa bi na megina esanse eno na adi nkomodi a na watwe mu nyina nakoso no adi mutintiman bebre na babia mede hyase no so hu ma memfa wo enyina se eye obakofo ajapade anase eye oman mu no nyina edia enchemu a the National Cathedral no omode ama oman no enie womo kyerese ebra omanpade akufado eka asasem no eye 2017 mu no waka no se ode eye akwanya bi a wode da nyame ase ebiemu so no se wo hye oman Ghana emu nipa dodo beso homo chichemu adioso ena ye akristofo iti eye bibia ye disi wodi ama kristofo na asoma hodo nyina no anya kwanya akomu eno so no eya se ba akomo boso na wo se ensesemu no omo register National Cathedral International Cathedral nyo ba kofo japade biem eyo mamu ni nyina no the Company Act no eyo mamu ni nyina dia eno eya se ba ko a omo eboso na eno chi so no eba no sikasem ene ho nsem na obekai se Finance Minister Kenoforiata eboso kire se sikapan ya ye sika womo edi akono eye be se 25-30 million dollars na cedis bi wokeka ne bebre na specifically no yensha asama womo aka ewo ha sei womo kire se efiti eye 2020 anasa odi amfa no 2017 krompo na abose no eba ye finance ne ho asem na ye kan no sika ahodo ya ababedi womo ensem ya womo di adijuma no womo kire se 25 million Ghana cedis eye sika womo ensaka eno ye baako eno da nchen so a womo kire se eye 2022 ye mu no na womo sa esan beka 20 eno so 20 million Ghana cedis eno ni sika womo ensaka ewo hono ma womo edidi dwuma ye the National Cathedral no eho enkita hodie ebinie na eba no efa womo eboso na wo hye enchichemu sanso saban ne bohye no na efa bi hono ma wo saban ne fa CP architects omo no mo bedi dwuma site ne ade ensase nyina no na ya ban ne fam aban ne yesa appointment no eno ansa na womo de eye beka se border the National Cathedral na womo da no womo so di omo dwumadie ato aso ewo ho na enyo hwema asase no de oma ye enyomo matoto de ye excavate nyina no oma state ewo ha na mepese mesiso ma obiem se womo eche se eye sa fundraising ahodo a womo eye no ye baako akwanya baako o mo fa so enye sika se wo yisa aban no ne strategy ene ne hihye mu no ene trustees audition mo se sika de ba ya wo mo so akwan ahodo no o ma pesika ni bi ansafo asafo ahodo ni bi mobilize di sika ba 100 Ghana cedi ka so obi abetumi donate ni e de dwuma no eno so no ebi aba na private sector so no ebi mo donate e wo se international fundraising e ho so no e ye ba bia o munye sika e di free eno so e ho asam e wo ha na mede obekọ eye trustees no status of membership and asset trustees na eha no na oka assembi ewo ha ya me pese me ye specific e ma ye papa mensa otabel omu chese from day one papa no enye member e de ma board no omu chese papa no enye member e de ma board no from 2018 omu yes omu ko register e no so for panyin no chese ono no ontumi nya bre emfa ma cathedral no enso se ye kasei no eba futo bia na bibia odema na semba ko national cathedral sangi tumu mu ni se eye wo mu secretariat no enfum so na menim sa enfum so tumi tinase from 2019 2020 2021 2022 ehun aba asema ase na mo behunu se na eye elapse the secretariat ni hunu ye because obehunu no wo mu nneoma hodo mo ye nyina no osofo panyi otabel ni mfoni wo so bi enti no at that point no munim se wan ka ho no mo ko register ye no munim se no onye member why adentina no mo gusua use ni image e wo mo nneoma na wo mo ye mu adentina fe na mo de sanche mo we ebre ye osama ya adentia
the edikan no menyaba cathedral no mimi kofi me gidi ye se o hwe no beyond se ye asoria is a church idea even economically no ebeboa oman no eneno nkomo no ye de ye mfato ho bi ukwa aman foforo bi so a saa BBC no eye bia nkofo ba omo ebehwe ema omo tuaka ema oman no ana se city no enya hu sika e de bo omo bra ho bra eme de se wakin kan emanti ase ade ho pefe se di amanfo ka se ekamia ko se ye mampani na na adodan ko akufo ado ena ebia osi cathedral no na ebia wafa
ana 5 minutes into maybe 34 me that stay
what I say na wafa na emu no enye sanete eyade a ye esi nani so ade hu se Ghana ye Christopher ye dosu ntino kenya BBC eda ye nyankopon ase Ebenezer ka bebia odi abedui na ebio so se ebia oman no se dru mpempenso bi na ye be apono tuo bi anan hyiemu ama mpanifo ene se bi atutufo e wo ye manimu a kebenya bia nka se bi ye ho kama na nka mpanifo akọ enti o mampani tirimu pono no na emo no nkomo no de akoye ne se sisia na ye di nkomo na manfo bi se cathedral no eyade ehia na se eyade a ehia ohwe in our present situation ahochira ekoso ewo man nimu any ade but answer na meko whether we need it now or we don't know. Let me point it out say ye nuamo NDC for any especially oboni dinti mebo anyahwe honorable Kujato Ablakwa
obi anim say within the week wakasa bebre
sa suban na wada na die for nkura brem abesi nno obi be person ko besesa eso nsesa ye
dabi opeso chese
nuclear especially in our political ecosystem no it's becoming non-city
attacking the personality no patcho
I'm not attacking his personality
but baby I will can different baby
but I'm saying that asmo kan anya nukure say Osofupeni mensa utaba was he part of the board
was he a member not part it
doesn't matter was he part or was he not part
if it matter dia na enisa wo the responsible ban ko so mo jansa
maybe say the honorable member of parliament
go to the site of
can you me one few minutes me see the honorable member of parliament wait it doesn't matter I'm saying that was he a member of the board or not was he a member of the board or not he has never been a member but the honorable member was being dishonorable by saying say oh you're part of the board and I'm saying that how else do you want me to put it? It's not the same person. Ranking member of foreign affairs.
It
doesn't make him a member of the board, does it?
board members.
No, doesn't make him a member of the board.
Go and check the pictures of the
Jesus
board members.
Christ. The response has come. Yes, on a member of the board. And I'm saying that the individual or championing sa propaganda no. But one time, let me make my point.
I will allow Kofi. On the issue of National Cathedral site we enraya na changes aba phenomenon who say labs or my year fi one no. And then maybe who address it. I don't know, say the incompetence of the secretariat.
It's okay. Or they're describing anyhow you want it. The truth of the matter is that he was never a member of the board. And I'm saying that the honorable member has been dishonorable. And that has been straight on his character. And maybe a whole ranking member of foreign affairs. Catch your agreement with the US military is selling your sovereignty. Meanwhile, you are well aware the Vienna Convention, article, Vienna Convention on diplomatic
so we are dealing with the National Cathedral.
We are talking about, I'm talking about an individual who has championed this propaganda. And also mean Tonkune. No, mean Tonkune. Me pese Ghana for who ni suni ne ban. And the next time we can see no motie. When our country say you are creating 1.6 million jobs. The sector minister say this is an individual. What kind of someone you've taken it hook, line, and sinker. Or can you not work? Secretariat. So no could be say Menzo Tabo has ever been a member of the board or not. But rather we are sitting here promoting a lie. But let's come back to the issue. Cathedral. At the end of the day, and one say especially you say, okay, now you see Golden Jubilee House for the seat of government. I'm saying come to be Kukobu. I'm saying to be Kukobu NDC for. Do you know the first government that used the seat of the government? A Jubilee House. Our friend flags up. Do you know that NPP are buying any see? But only my buyer or buy your bet name first. John Dramani Mahama. And you sue a Jubilee House. One minute near free essay, your person free SHS. And now the Danko Kufado say and the news are doing say Ghana ni be abe contour so school sika sem enyana consider. Erika J. Say not possible. It cannot be done. Omo ye advert over 40 S3 project way and abaso. But I'm saying that it's fair. Say Ghana for omo or this particular project. But I can assure them say when it's completed, and home for so baby buja. But the reality is that yes, we want to devote certain amount of money. We are talking about fundraising. My first assignment, your man Mejuma as head of information at Ghana's permanent mission to the United Nations, was to go to Washington, D.C. and witness a fundraising ceremony near the Bebwa National Cathedral. Just last year, a year UN General Assembly, higher political meeting week, the president also went there to raise funds for the cathedral. I know that for a fact. Ebio, yembisa ye say adia or say abandon ye, we're neglecting or this National Cathedral now. COVID buyer for a very number of months. Public sector workers were not going to work. But by way to your mokasa dey say. Minim baby na omo man kwaduma. Ye pamo wo. What I say?
What are you talking about?
Ebio. By way oyi akwanya na, and I'm glad to announce to you say there has never been any government in the history of the Fourth Republic and in the history of Ghana. What ya akwanya ye, what see akwanya more than another Danko Akufo-Addo. There has never been any government in the history of this country by secondary schools and infrastructure, existing ones, why expanding them more than any government in this country. But I am saying that, cathedral, no, say be any idea be boy car. I know certain places, and command and also me and fan baby no more. Sir, because of that infrastructure, the revenue and more than that of even Russia, GDP. So, Mami fan viewer.
O ma be na mo cathedral Russia GDP.
Cathedral no. And yet your man Kofi. Even a city.
Eric Maniland. Meba wo ho.
We be some Eric bisa.
That Kofi land man baby now.
No, Eric can't say.
Kofi baby now dey land Pacho land wo ho ma na me ko.
Pacho land a city here. Tourism, including cathedrals and what city
Russia economy.
Including our cathedrals, no. Our revenue, and also music Russia GDP.
Me that say.
I'm talking about the New York City.
Easy. Kofi, menen na ye juma ya che, but Kofi, o say, sister. Okay, says. This is Nnawotwe. Why? Can na me new share now can the form for how no mukum. But in American international issues na a forward ni sumo. Until if you say ukru. Me no share program chair. What's this? Change a bebo. Oh, asema ye kana no pe 8 hour. NDC as a party, me Eric J in person amateur. I am not against Nyame Adwuma. Me upbringing, my can several platforms. Me nyini wa sorry fee. Me Romani. My man server for more than 10 years. Inti abandonment titi mo, I believe in the Holy Catholic Church. That is my faith. Na the aba ye kan ho asemi nyina no. Baby e gina edi nchini wa hyewa banyina no kredi. That is all. Say only obi ya there now man no kredi anymore. I don't think they be generate this debate. E dey na aba. Ye kwoto about 2016. Ye to wie ye owura Akufo-Addo di nkunim. And okoshi asofo and osan ka kire Ghana fo nyina ne se ono ansa na obedi mampani no na ono nyame wapam na apam ni nyina ne se nyame boa no odi mampani a ono ebesi national cathedral ana cathedral e de ama oman Ghana e ye ono nyame ntemu apam na sa apam na ono nyankopon anya no na oman Ghana sika ene de beye na de obeye ne se obepe beebi a ye de sa project ni besi nti board of trustees no asofo omo wani monyam okrum ha omo kan bi edimu omo asore soso ye de omo kopem wa ebenya bi e na ode omo ye board of trustees nti sa asofo no ba no the mode of operation ne se enya aban na ebe ma esika ma ede aye adwuma ye ne ye kọ adwaman so akosiri sika na ya asore ne timamufo that was the agreement nti it wasn't surprise say Monday Reverend Opuni was a statement newspaper also me read the exact paper or Herald Mirifi. Reverend Opuni said the government should come clear. They all catch different thing now in there. So the public na embarrass the clergymen today. As if say or more transaction hayama a buy no for national cathedral once near BDD. Because me there be a can people about connection my phone. Wherever there's a avenue never so mudi difa. Edian aba you can want someone there. You han and crat e biba bonten say national cathedral no. Ye di kind of $25 million. Ako. Equivalent to 142 million Ghana cedis. Can it is 140 trillion. If we and you say, oh, we are not a architect, no. Your money 32 million Ghana cedis. Can it is 320 billion. The Yaman says, you can you on a iron road, Ama National Cathedral team pa. You on a cement. Nye no ebo na omuka o Israel de buy na minim se chata flight na de tumo you on a chata de buy on the drawings no why keke 320 billion can it tisika ene de ama no na krata afoforo asen apie ordered by chief of staff ye de man so sourcing eniema ben a trigger say this anya man so sourcing but ni nyina achi no meba ni nyina achi no National Cathedral na kasa no e de communicate aba say dia communicate no November 2020 almost saka $25 million. May 2022, 25 million Ghana cedis. And no crown no point 11 no. Or just said the Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Honorable Ebenezer Kojokum, ebo Parliament a mania abasa seed money of 25 million Ghana cedis. Intended a black week na wodi to jano. Okoye mra se bedwafia.
Ebo ebrana.
Okoye mra se bedwafia. Ye wo kwan aban mu mpanimfo nka nokre na ye pe kwan egu asofo n'animu as me I support the clergy. They've not done anything wrong. The government just want to prove them.
Parliament won't now.
Tie me kofi okoye mra hye bedwafia aban bia no wakọ homabosika ho na ye de komebo a ye were 3 stages in parliament and sana ya budget atuma mana ye mra the edikan they debate the principles in the budget. Secondly, they go to the estimations. No more debate, then accept final answer nya that you can say approval na ebe embrane friends catch them appropriation. So they said 2018 amose mo di shey mo say mbema seed money no. It was part of the principle of the budget. There wasn't any estimation. Hwenhye ho. Oka wan say 20 Kofi tie me.
Who your lawyer? Who
Mama can say I was so come for you. Oh.
What's the sound?
Catch any so nya kasa.
You don't do this.
American in tune so the throw the cost of Ghana on come
confirm 32 million
and I say I don't begrudge them.
What you say on some can
member more parliamentary procedure.
But you are wrong on that. It doesn't happen like that.
See me. Offer your budget na every item biana ye sika free consolidated fund editriano your give me school that man every estimate go and ask your minister Kojo Bonkroma he's a friend Busano Busa say national cathedral no give me code ben your man oti krom ha da ben what say yetimi sika consolidated fund straight to agency some say they are operating from the office of the president and then the sika na for office of the president they call because my friend John Kuma Beka said yeah the office of the president meanwhile okay statement now you show now the money was transferred straight to national cathedral account and they be say you private meba committee na yate no say ne mampani ka chere say private nya Ghana for sika na ebe ya auditor general ne ha one ho akwanya bi ase okohwehwe musika semu eye me ne usika to ne yetua nti sika bi a yebetua aban be yi bi edi akodi djuma na e was aban ya accountable to us okomra hye bedwafia ye was subcommittee in parliament sika bi amra hye bedwafo e na approve no omo subcommittee omo di omo ni di akire ko hweze sika na ya de ko na ho adwuma na busa ho se na okomra hye bedwafia which committee and the oversight responsibility on national cathedral project because of the communication aban dem awomo so now connection man for mo besia boy kro no bi akofo over 320 billion Ghana hona krono no wono the omode architect no
nti eno na wen
na gema no meba owura na ye di sika no man no ono no watu na num tuo se ono de ge dwumadi ofo aso me no ka sisi ye national cathedral na ye bia ye si ano so
architect na house na
you know I have a story here let me read it
President Mama Adom na Andrew Solomon you know that right
I don't like
Eric what's the story how certain are you say
let me read the story
but your site me but how do we verify platform but me pacho want to me and Kasasem no ha
can you verify
Eric me pacho
let me read the story to you.
Any
National Cathedral, as of for they are creating an avenue. Eric, international community now.
That statement,
not cathedrals.
This is Eric. Eric, want to me make the statement on this program. Okay, I tell for Assembly Eric Akano. Nnawotwe dwumadi.
This is the story. David Ejai, we know the position. The position about gay.
Ye free Assembly mu. Yentumi and verify until say you betu sana mono na sam na waka de ba on the platform me pato on fact check purposes no but one screen no asama ye boss so a na kofia me ya ho e ka ho asem e te say obi na e ka no before said the national cathedral be ye changes no na asofo panyi Otabel enfo de e ka he was on as a member of the board of trustees at the National Cathedral. And in Patras, I was just screen so we who send the day eka ho bi. Until someone modern crata e babeka say, na a young from so our one side. Esa onipa no e there one more ekwakoye registration no. Or make or catch one more say onya bre and fama National Cathedral dwumadi no. Into the one register as a board of trustee and Kawobi. Now on Kawobi. From the one now I'm register, you know, he was not part. But still now call mo site. Said the nano and an medical say obin to ye minima say incompetence because for years over 3 years. And no yensha currently board of trustees yensha say behu Dr. Mensa Otabel and for edin ewo mu bia to show screen sa na etie. And no this is the what say your page no say net here. Currently no and I no e wo ha yi. Empanyi fo wo no me patro Eric Nnawotwe ma me ahwefo ene atifo nkasa e beba ho. Enti no me patro wo hwe ho no ma currently emprempren you know. Empanyi fo wo ye board of trustees no. Any members emudi na wo ho no Dr. Mensa Otabel eni ho. Nature say omo update. But the question I beside the National Cathedral and say, adenti na take you till now when who assemble yansa no mobeka. Adien no mudi sie. So one person can afford who say Dr. Otabel and can be and asset is den. Yen to anko no so. Akasema no kakrebi. Okay. Ye me phone lines na yen share. Utie yen e wa sempa, o share yen e wa Adom TV and patch of free. 030 211 701 030 211 702 030 211 703 me patch of free na enkomo ya die nyina no de obeka wadwenkyere efabreme Adom TV na watwe dwumadie na wote live ewo Asempa 94.7 Asembisa no ene se National Cathedral no mibisa wo yensi anase yenyae we ene asembisa no freme na emame ente wonka
Abna de di kan mejidi mapa se abrafo beka na abro ni beka se
afede wanya nte ase se obebeka se papa
the statement is clear here.
The statement Okomo site before the statement no.
What did the papa need in 3 years?
It will be still abeka say.
Enti di oma kan ye rubbish.
Reputation here can.
Is that what your
raising fundraising?
There be o can say you attacking Okudeta Blackwa.
Yes. So Odintro.
What didn't try Ghana for say Dr. Otabe was not part of the board of trustees.
But that's what the statement is saying.
Before this statement, now Okomo site Dr. Otabe did now.
But do you know who Okujato is?
Oh yeah, no.
He's a member of parliament. Okay. Say open dia. He would have written or he have gone there to ask.
Me call office of the president site. Now me pick information. You are telling me say what are you talking about? No, he shouldn't go there.
Okay, mami kwa homa so. Isa chachiman. Ya mwache.
Yeah, na.
Eni na obeka wadaroma.
Mejo so.
Yeti papa.
Yo meda opana ni nyina se. Adom tifo nyina so yeda o mase. Nchekire no a omo ade chekire Ghana for no ni nyina class mu. Ba me ade ba ko ni se Ghana economy no atia tunsu mana atia tunsu enti cathedral no o maka ho asema ka no temi mum na me di aban no dia anka mehwe Ghana yeyo awie ansana ya cathedral no so mu bie TV a nkwala wo mu tinu ase ya wo mu ko school ene hospital nsensema hodo bebre a entwa yi ene akwan a papa yi ka se omo yi akwan na ohwe akwan hodo bebre so ewo montemu ha nyina aye tantanta mu Adom TV adaworo ma mu yiba TV so no yehu ni nyina na dodo no maye na ewo hin so no di Ghana fo hia yiyo ansana asoriye
medase
nyamia na se kom de wa obeda na wadi nyamia asem no
isa medase mami nyina techi man hono ma akosia ma chen
yes so me aba
yeti o National Cathedral na yensi na yenyai
me fa cha wadawro ma yensi senti America sa ne say am the secondary school no me nema ye ka mi ne be ma NDC ni ya wo ti wa so wa ye ma service me friend say ono so wo so e kaliki ni a won kan of fare say ka school dan ni yesi anasa hospital ni yesi anka ye be ka say omunjai sanka ye nkasa ye be ka say on to aso sama mi ne be ma ba ko no kasa na ye ni sami o kasa no so be wu ye fuo na wa bia bayire na wasi bia nsuo nto ana yinti ubedi ubayire nyina won fa bia nchefa ma ebe na yeye enti ene se ye ho kire ye nyina no ye didi kwa ha ne ye didi akwa ha esan se ja to osisi a emodi mbo a wo mo abo nyina no dan betimi asen ya buagu na chese mfaso bi amaso enti ye didi kwa ha ye mfa bi kwa ha ne wie ne pe ye wie ne pepepe na se de be ya ye betimi dia ye adwuma na ye de ye adwuma medase
yes ye dase akosia we afi komase Martin. We are felt menka.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm watching. National Cathedral, you see, and
hello, good morning.
Yeah, Joe, so Papa. About your Casamay, a brain you.
Maybe sleep, Mamma, because I pay as in mouse.
Okay, yes, you.
Hello.
Me about your TME one phone or so. Why? Okay. My answer so ewa ha na Kofi me pacho o last submission.
My last submission is say binyase ye nya ye hotam enu nti na ye kosi cathedral.
1 minute.
Me say ye jitu mprekope say no momoji. What I say. Na cathedral no so nya cathedral say bi yesi asi ho no ehun ba mfaso amman. Ehun be ba mfaso amman. Minyu Eric kan say bi nukredi a enkoso. Se nukredi na enkoso ni se nka yetena ho a prekope na nka ya terms kasi ye di komo mo enfanya adwuma da bi ono agi tum preko pese e fa parliament and parliament is a house of records idea na ye pese ye di si o man na ye di koto aye parliament especially a parliamentar say bi afanu fanu o nyina mo ye pe enti no eye komo no omudi ase Ghana fo adwintu no mudi ni sa o say Eric no obre o te so because on say cathedral na ya de papa eye nemo no ye ndis ni to so di ntro fa ho
me da say Eric
me da say
final
on record
1 minute
me near penny ablakwa o hwe ne political track we
atronko antam oh please
krata na ye na manyo say
Eric
part of you reason
Eric me okay shall say mami
me near ablakwa some o kan de enye no kra wo mu no wantimi ampempo
na my boy
you show on screen Owura mention Otabel mo didi ni din ho ba 3 years so a board member National Cathedral no won ka ho ebi ablakwa start ya o track fuado we on the cover by mo ntimi and disprove said the all kan ye no kra
ya create 1 million 1.6 million no kra
me de manusi form no we are not against National Cathedral but chrono na mo pese mo de foreign nyame adwuma no ene empe and the beauty of the project no about into disrepute almost 30 years no because adie bia kenofori atawom bia no dwirim wom that is my philosophy adie bia wom bia
also attacking the one
finance minister he's the finance minister
wedi atamwa wan
Kofi attacking ablakwa no wote ha e chese enye ade na wan so ko attack the finance minister
kenofori atawu na no wu symbol of corruption who the man
uchibe nkasa me da say we wasem kan ye di dwuma de ne eba na wie ya ne sa men kan sa na watwi ye de eba ye CJ Forcing na eye memede bia wode ba ene abna poku ahwene metina mu edema no eme de dwuma de ebre won na se wonim se nyame yadom ochina eye agya mu nyina da nti emema matwa hia ewo studio se nyina no yina meka ho asemi onyankopon hia mo
yesu na eye ni nyina
moda yakoma so pa eye pasa ne maye obaba kwa beda mema mu meda moda makoma so waba Kofi Ampadu oye e father onyame onhia won akwasinsia onyame hia ebeko base wate munyina mo ye jare mo ye wonderful that hene onyame hia as a wonderful dad me camera sa ewo ha sound camera nyame enhia munyina esi ohene Abdullahi Abudu nyame enhia munyina se nyame adom ochan ye de kam ye de celebrity ejanom no onyankopon nyamo kese na ye beye amana ye fe yada munyina asema bibia ohye yen ba bibia so wotie yen wo beso chia ebraso edian mejeso ene abena pokoa ahwene mada wase ese wotie yen onyame enka yen nyina ho yakramo